Right, another day down at the Fern House. I am moving towards my goal of being done with this project in April. Sometimes I'm still laughing at myself a little bit with that goal. Not sure how realistic that is, but I'm going to keep it in front of me and work towards it and see if we can make it happen. I am coming down today to work on the last interior wall that I'm putting wood on, and then the rest of the interior walls will be drywall, and that process should move along, I think, probably pretty quickly. But today I want to do a board and batten on the outside of my bathroom wall, because I want to kind of make it look like an outhouse, or you know, something that's a little bit more rustic and primitive in nature. So anyhow, I got some boards from my local sawmill. These boards had been setting out for quite some time, and they got grayed and weathered, and he offered to plane them off for me and make them nice, and I said absolutely not, I want them just the way they are. So he did throw them into the kiln for me. He kiln dried them, made sure I don't have any bugs or anything I'm bringing in with them. And I'm going to go ahead and start putting those up. I'm going to have a lot of ripping to do today. It would be far more effective to have a table saw for doing this. My brother has a nice table saw. I've used it in the past. I thought about bringing it over, but it's downpouring rain today, and there's just no sense in trying to go outside and work with a table saw today. And I'm about out of room to put anything else in here, so I'll rip them with the circular saw and we'll make it work. So hope you guys like the finish. I am excited to see how it turns out. I'm hoping that it is what I think it's going to be in my mind when I'm done. Was that amazing or what? I love it when it all works out. Look at that! Look at that! Actually getting my hands on this project and working with it made me realize that I wanted to make some changes to my original ideas. So I'll just leave this hanging here. There'll be more to follow. One of the February projects to tackle with the cabin was putting in the ceiling, and I wanted to do that with skid boards. So this was going to be another one of the repurposed, recycled kind of projects that went into this cabin, and I ended up getting access to a ton of free skids through friends of ours in 4-H. So I just have to get them out of their place and over to mine, and torn apart and up into the ceiling. It is actually a fair amount of work, but I think it's going to be worth the outcome. This is one of those projects I plan on getting a little extra help with, so Carter and his brother are going to put in a little time for me tearing apart the skids and putting boards up on the ceiling, and it'll work out well for everybody.
He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. You know what I mean? Oh. sun shines. Mom, newly hatched spiders.
It's all of them.
Wait, I saw one though. Bye.
Feel this stuff, Abby.
Very dozy. A baby spiders was nice and dozy in there.
These spiders were not exactly hatching. These are actually adult bold jumping spiders. They're really common around here. And those are the little cozy sacks that they make for themselves to, I don't know if they're exactly hibernating or not, but it's where they go during the cold months of the winter. So I am using a bunch of retaining wall blocks that we have had stashed out on our wood line for over a year or so now, and they are going to become the hearth for my wood stove. And we pulled that skid out and brought it down to the cabin today. I'm pulling off the blocks that I want to use and finding these little spider cocoons all over it. So we're shooing them out before we get out the mortar, and they're going to be a little chilly, but I think that they're going to survive just fine.
In here? No, I think that one hatched already.
Baby's already doing that. Maybe their mom is all fenced in.
I think that they kind of have to fend for themselves. That's the way spiders work. Their mama doesn't take care of them.
They're fast.
So two main things need to happen before I can get drywall up. One, I need to get the wood stove put in place with the hole through the wall for the chimney, and actually that means building a hearth for the wood stove as well. And then I also need to get my electrical box hung and wired up. So I am recruiting help for these projects because they're a little bit overwhelming to me, which is funny because I have gotten this far on the project, but I do feel like it's really important that we nail getting the chimney installed properly, because a wood stove that doesn't draft well is just impossible to run. So I'm asking my husband to give me a hand on this today. Don't take any masonry tips from me. What you're about to see is very off the cuff, and in reflection, there's quite a few things that I could have done differently to improve the hearth, both functionally and structurally.
Turn that noise rocket thing off, Abby. Are you sure?
Hi, Daddy.
Hey, baby girl. How are you?
Yeah.
We got a whole lot of cabin.
Yeah. So you need to have at least 2 inches of hearth underneath a wood stove to be safe. These blocks fit the bill for me because they were 4 inches. They were laying around on my property. They were free, so that made them perfect. But they're pretty heavy, so I wish I would have built bracing between the joists before the subfloor got laid down, just to give the weight of this whole little structure some extra support. I think it'll be fine the way it is, but it just kind of bothers me, and I wish that I would have had the foresight to do that. There is a floor joist that is running right underneath it. I don't think it's probably that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things, but like I said, that's one of the hindsight things I wish I would have done differently. I also wish I would have taken a level to my work as I was working, because I do have a little bit of a wobble in my stove and have to shim the one leg. I could have corrected that as I worked by using a level. So there it is, folks, but I'm overall pretty happy with my final hearth.
Well, get out of there. Yeah, that looks like the right one. Probably not. Probably. Watch that whole thing upside. You think?
Yeah.
Is that square?
That's square.
You sure?
I'm sure.
100%?
Yep.
That way if it's wrong, it's your fault?
Yep.
How about this one? Square?
Square.
Sure?
Yep.
Guaranteed?
Yep.
100%?
Yep. Chimney did not get built all in one day. We realized that to get out and around the roof overhang, we needed to get some additional elbows to gain clearance. So we had to wait for the stuff to arrive, but it's fine.
Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Here you go. Do you know how that goes?
Nope.
Nope. Do you want to learn?
I guess so. That looks problematic.
Why? Why?
The roof's there.
Oh, yeah? I think that'll clear your roof.
Looks like it.
I don't want you to turn. I want you to turn. That's gonna be a problem.
Do you want me to get the other ladder? I can twist the top while you twist the bottom. Do you want my gloves to twist it?
What?
Do you want my gloves to twist it?
What's going on this? This is. These two separate. So hold on to that.
Can we separate from the inside?
Oh, don't pull down.
Here, do you want me to try from the outside?
No, they separate on the outside. Give me that pipe, please. 24-inch piece. This is how this is. Not. She's a little flopsy, huh? Maybe I better wait to put this one on. Can we figure out how we're supporting it? What do you think? Gotta get it supported.
So those braces over there on the, can we just brace them right to the end of the rafters?
Yeah.
Let me go get them.
Well, no. I could almost get it up to here, couldn't I? Could I get it up there?
Yeah.
What thing? Well, I'm saying.
This is the part that cinches around the middle.
Yeah. I'm saying, could I almost get it up here?
Oh.
Look here. Could I almost get it up here and do that?
Oh,
Is that better? Is that better?
I love it.
Oh man, I don't know. That's still a little floppy, eh? Still a little floppy. Maybe we'll get more screws to make it not floppy.
Can you put it on the other side of that one to give it a little bit, make it taunter?
Now there's a word. Taunter. You want me to put the other one on the other side? Huh? Let me put the other one on the other side.
Looks like that could firm it up a lot.
What's that?
Looks like that could firm it up a lot.
I don't know. What do you think?
That looks good
You
now.
want the other one on the other side? Then it'll be pulling the other way?
Makes sense to me.
Makes sense to you.
That is so cool. I've gotten to see some pretty cool stuff on this little bank behind the fern house since I've been working on this building project. But today, as I was slip sliding up and down it, I realized there was like little ice cubes appearing everywhere. And I'm thinking, what is this? The ground just kind of seemed a little crunchy under my feet. Well, just under the surface, like barely under the surface, is all the moisture, all the frost pushing up out of the ground as we've been going through freezes and thaws. And it's so cool. These little ice crystals or ice pillars, whatever you want to call them, you can literally see how the ground is defrosting. Super awesome. This past fall, I actually watched slugs mate on this bank, which was completely bizarre to witness. No, so you need at least another 24 inches.
Oh no, you need 2 36 inches.
What?
Yep.
That's 6 feet.
Nope.
6 feet, as in how much pipe my husband is suggesting that I add to the top of the chimney we just built, so that the pipe will be several feet above the highest point of my roof, making the chimney capable of drafting as good as possible. I will say from experience, the fireplace in our house, the chimney does not exceed the peak of the roof, and it can be a son of a biscuit to keep that thing running sometimes.
I need to make me a coupler that is you got it pulled tight?
Yep.
Sure?
Yeah.
Good enough. Oh, crock-eyed. Oh, crock-eyed. It don't ever hurt nobody. Yep. Lay this down, I guess. Now this is gotta go like this. So it's thumb joints to thumb joints. Not gonna work, huh? Well, I guess I should have made that longer. Well, who would have ever thunk it? Huh? Would you ever thunk it? Perfect. Probably not. Suitable for my place. Probably so.
You need help moving it back, babe.
Look, she's hooked up.
What's that? Far out, right?
As always, thank you so much for watching this. I hope something about it has inspired you. Be sure to hit subscribe before you go so you can catch more updates as they come. And a like is always welcomed. Until there's more, I hope that you get a chance to stay outside and stay creative and stay on the path of whatever it is that inspires you.